Hello, St. Peter's. It's High Five Friday. Are you ready? High five. All right. It's always fun to start off with our High Five Friday. I'm excited because look at all of my friends who showed up and they are kind of cuddling up on the couch today. It's getting brighter. The rain is stopping. Still a little chilly outside. You could definitely go outside and play if you put a jacket on. But we decided to read our story inside today, so we didn't have to bundle up too much while we read. Tomorrow, it's going to be an amazing outdoor, wonderful weather, perfect for adventure kind of day. So I'm excited to find out what you decide to do on that day. But for today, here we are. Ralph, he's been so ready. He's like, let's go. I want to hear the story. He's almost jumping right off at me. Magic Monkey and Joy is here with her jar, all lined up. Pretty fun. All right, are you ready for a story? I know I am. Gather around, come on, bring everyone in. Ready? Let's turn up our ears so we're ready to listen. Turn off our mouths so we don't make a sound. Put your hands quietly in your lap. Take a nice big deep breath. And now we're ready for library. Okay, today I'm going to read to you a story that you probably all know, but it's kind of in celebration of today, which is May 1st. We made it to the month of May. So many fun things happen in May because now that the spring has been here, but it's going to start getting really nice. You're going to be able to start taking some nature walks and finding all kinds of flowers. There's going to be more buds on the tree. The leaves will be blooming. Everything will start getting more and more beautiful. That's why I love May. So in honor of that, and from changing from kind of dark and dreary to colorful and beautiful, we're going to read, my shirt says it all, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Carle. One of our favorites, isn't it? Let's go on the caterpillar's adventure. Here we go. Oh, look at that. There it is right there. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Such a friendly moon. I look for the face in the moon sometimes, do you? It's fun. Next time we have a full moon, go outside and see if you can see the face. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He is so tiny and the sun is so big and shiny. Look at the smile on that sun's face. That's how I feel when I feel the sun on my face. I get smiley too. Well, he started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. Oh, here he comes through the apple. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. 1, 2. But he was still hungry. Oh my goodness. There he is coming out of the pear. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. 1, 2, 3. But he was still hungry. Coming out of the plums. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love strawberries. Oh, but he was still hungry. You can say that line with me now, can't you? Here he is coming out. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But guess what? He was still hungry. Whew, get ready for this page. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Whew. That night, he had a stomachache. His face doesn't look like he feels so well. If you ate all of those things, do you think you'd have a stomachache too? I know I would, but I do love all those foods. Just not all at once. You gotta pace yourself, caterpillar. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's see how he looks. Oh, yep, he's happy. Smiling again. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. Whoa. So let's see. Here he was little and still kind of skinny, and now he's a big, fat caterpillar. What's going to happen next? He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and do you know what happens after a caterpillar builds a cocoon around himself and he waits and he waits and he waits? Some of you know. What is it? What does he turn into? He was a beautiful butterfly. You knew it. Look at that. Look at all those colors. There's different patterns. Let's zoom in so you can see. He has so many different colors, so many different shapes, so many different patterns. But when you look at his face, do you recognize him? Absolutely. It's still the little caterpillar, but now he turned into a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And butterflies are something else that you can look for starting now. You'll start to see them, especially as the flowers start blooming. This is the time that the caterpillars make their cocoons, so keep an eye out and find some butterflies. While we wait to find butterflies outside, I thought today would be a really nice day to make some butterflies that we could hang up in our windows like we did with our Easter eggs. So maybe people on their nature walks or their neighborhood walks can see your very beautiful butterfly as they go by. I actually thought of 2 different ways to make butterflies. Maybe you'll come up with a 3rd or 4th or 5th way, but I'm going to show you the way that I did mine, okay? So first I did just a paper drawing of a butterfly. I'm going to show you how I drew it. And today I used markers. I don't know why, I just was feeling markers today. If you don't have markers, you can use crayons. And you know what? If you are out of crayons, you can use a pencil and make it different shadings, dark spots and light spots. Okay? So I'm going to show you just the basic shape of how to make this. Now, as you notice, is my butterfly perfectly symmetrical? That's a big word. Symmetrical means even and balanced on both sides, exactly the same on both sides. Mine is not. Now in nature, butterflies are pretty symmetrical and balanced on both sides. But you know what? Mine didn't turn out that way because I used my own free hands and they didn't do exactly the same, but they're pretty similar. you still know it's a butterfly, right? Okay, so this is very simple. Get a piece of paper, okay? And you're gonna choose your marker. Maybe this time I'll make this butterfly's body yellow. So the body is just a very long, skinny oval. Long, skinny oval, okay? And then I color that in. Now, if you have fat markers and you use the fat side, it makes it easier to color in big spaces. That's why they give you that fat side. Because then when you turn it on the tip of a marker, you can make skinny lines, which I'll show you next. Then let's see. Maybe I have a skinny marker. I'm gonna make a green wing. So here's how I make my wings. Maybe yours are different. The butterfly in my book's butterfly wings were different. I'll even make it different than how I did it on that page. So you can come out and just curve it on down. And then you can bring out another one because some butterflies have a double wing. Look at that. That's all I did. I just went out, right? Make a little loop around. And I go back out and make another one. See? One side's a little longer than the other. That's okay. So there are my wings. And then I'm going to give him some antenna. The 2 antennae on his head help with his senses, right? So you can sense what's coming. Now, all you're going to do is decorate your butterfly any way that you like. We can give him a face. His eyes are going to be different than my other butterfly's eyes, so you can see different ways to make eyes. And then maybe I'll give him, my first butterfly, I gave him kind of like a long, fat nose. Maybe this guy will have a triangle nose. He almost looks like a baby chick caterpillar. That's pretty funny. And then you can make your design on your wings. So if you want to try to be symmetrical, that would mean if you put a circle right here on this side, you would do the same thing on this side so that they kind of match, right? That's called symmetry. Same thing if I wanted to do, and I'm going to take another color, maybe down here, I'm going to draw some stripes on the bottom wing. And I want it to look the same on the other side so it can be symmetrical on this side, right? And you can decorate, use as many colors as you want, use as many different designs. You can practice with different designs. You can try zigzag. You could do the rubbings on the wings. Remember how we put something rough underneath? Like I have this coaster. If I put that underneath my picture and then I colored, oh, I used the wrong color marker for that, that's for sure, because you can't see that. I guess I'd have to use my pencil for that. And I did a rubbing. Now I have a pattern on my butterfly wing, okay? Just like that. See that? So you could decide to do patterns. Anything you want. It's your butterfly. You get to decorate it any way you like. Now, you could hang it in the window just like that. You could put a little message. Do you want to make it out to someone? You could write, I love you. You could say, you're the best. You could add a little message on your butterfly and give it to someone to spread some joy that way. That would be cool. Or you can cut it out and then it would be just like a free butterfly in the window. That's up to you. Do you want to see the other butterfly I made today? Okay, this one's a little bit kind of like a cartoon. It's kind of silly. Look at this one. He's flying in, flying in. I like it because it's kind of like a puppet. Or, you know, same thing. You can stand it up. It stands up. Stand it on my book. That'll stand better. It stands up. So it's like a little decoration. So obviously, I didn't use just paper. Do you know what this is? Uh-huh. I see you too. Who do I see? I see everyone. Liam. I see Annabelle. I see Noah. I see Tino. I see everybody out there. Okay, so take your toilet paper tube. If you have a paper towel tube, you can make a bigger butterfly, or you can cut it in half so you can have 2 butterflies. Whew, that would be exciting. So you're gonna take your paper towel tube and a piece of paper. Now, this paper, I didn't want to waste my paper, so I'm using some of the paper that I used to make the wings on this one. So it's kind of like a half a sheet of paper. And then I fold it in half. This time we can really have symmetrical wings because we're going to cut it just like we do when we do hearts and things like that. But this time the wings are separate, so you're not going to cut on the fold this time. You're going to do it on the other side. If you do it on the fold, it's okay because it will, you'll just cut it in half. We'll just cut them into 2 pieces. Okay, so let me show you. You have your folded piece of paper, and then you take a marker. Now this is just for the wing part, right? We don't need to make a body. So I'm going to start at the edge of the paper, and I'm going to make some wings. I'm just going to make a big, almost like a heart-looking shaped wing. So do you see I came out from the middle, and I made it kind of wide, almost fitting my whole paper, and then I went back in a little bit. So this part's a little narrower than the fat outside part of the wing. All right, then you're going to take your scissors. Still it's folded so that I cut them at the same time, okay? See how it's folded there? It's on the open side, but they're 2 pieces together. So now I'm going to cut my wings out. And this is just a guide. It's okay. Maybe you cut a little bit of the line off. That's okay. Maybe you go outside of it a little bit. That's okay. Okay, now this is true symmetry. They are identical wings because I cut them out at the same time. Okay? So then I would recommend decorating your wings while they are before you put them on your butterfly. So you're just going to put a couple, you can make them as fancy as you want. I don't have as much time, so that I don't want you to miss out on having time to make your own. So I'm going to make some crazy lines. I'll do a zigzag line over here, and maybe I'll make a little circle polka dots down here. Just whatever you're feeling. Whatever you like your butterfly to be. Maybe you want to make rainbow wings. Maybe you want to draw a picture in your wings. That could be fun. Maybe you want, there are some butterflies or moths that are in the butterfly family. Their wings almost look like a face that you're looking at. Let me show you that real quick. That would be neat too. So on this side, what if I wanted to draw so it looked like a face? How would that look? So the wings would have eyes, right? There's my eyes. And then maybe down here it would have a line like this. So then when the wings are both out, it looks like he's smiling. What do you think about that? And maybe I'd make half a circle on this side and half a circle on that side. So now it looks like my little butterfly guy, he almost looks like he could be a frog, right? So if we gave him some eyebrows, that's fun. Give him some eyebrows. Maybe I would color him in a little more so he'd be more green, giving him some swirly color down there, like swirly colored cheeks. That's fun. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Sometimes I sing when I'm working. It makes it so much more fun. I'm going to swirl it all under his mouth, just like that. Okay, there's my frog eye wings for my butterfly. All right, the next step is getting those wings on your body. Actually, that's not true. The next step is drawing a face on your body. So you can draw some eyes, however you like. See, I made my eyes like that. This marker isn't as dark as I thought it was. Dun, dun, dun. Making some eyeballs. He's kind of got some crazy eyeballs. I'm going to give him a big fat nose with the color you can see on the camera. How about that? Big fat nose and a silly, squiggly, silly grin. Haha. I want him to be a silly a silly butterfly. I like it. Then on the sides, on each side of his face, you're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut up the side, but not all the way. Watch, we're going to cut up kind of close to the top. Boop, we're going to stop right there. So see, I have enough room. I have a pinching room up there. That's all you're going to do. Then turn it to the other side of his face. And again, you're going to cut up the side and stop before you get to the top. So you have pinching room. So now we have a slit on either side. You're going to take your wing and you're going to slip it in the slot like that. And then to make sure, because it could fall out, on the inside, see how some of it is on the inside? You're just going to take a little piece of tape and tape it down. You just need one little piece because it's not going to go anywhere once you have the one piece down. So that piece is taped on the inside. That's one wing. And then you're going to get your other wing. Same thing. Slide it up in that slit you just made. Oops, like that. On the inside, see the paper, take a piece of tape and tape it down. Then once it's taped down, you can fold your wing carefully back forward and so that they kind of wing out. Look at that. And then on the back, I have made a different design. So what is he missing? He's still missing something. There's one more step. Let's look at this butterfly. And let's look at this butterfly. What does he have? That's right. He's got these little antennae. Okay? That is so easy to make. So you see this paper? You just cut out your wings from it and you have extra. Don't throw your scraps away. We're using them for the antenna. So when you do that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off what we already used. Okay, so now I have this. The same thing, I'm going to cut it together. If you want to draw a shape of an antenna, that's okay. That could work. Or if you just want to cut it freehand. I'll show you how I did mine. So you can make your line up and then the antenna, they have a little ball at the top. So I draw a circle and then we go back down, right? So then we're going to cut those out. Then we're going to cut those out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? I think Evan likes to say that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Cutting out our antennae. Then on your scrap paper, so that it doesn't, when you color these in, you don't want to get your colors on the table. So use your scrap paper as like a little, an overflow sheet so that you have, because when they're skinny and small like this and you try to color them in, sometimes you go outside of them. So you're going to color your antenna, both of them. You can make them the same color. You could put patterns and designs on these too if you wanted. I'm just going to color them all in green to get away from you a little bit. There. And then all we have to do is take a piece of tape. And I'm going to put it so that the tape sticky part is back here. This is the sticky part, okay? So then I just take it and stick it inside on the back of his head on one side. There's one. And I get a piece of tape, put it on here, it's on my antenna, and go on the other side. There. This one got a little crooked. That's okay. I'm just going to take my tape off and redo it. Now he's ready. There he is. What do you think? Butterflies 2 ways. See what you can come up with. I will be really curious to see what kind of designs are on your wings. Okay? All right. You know what time it is. Time to spread some joy. Here we go today. Joy, you ready? All right. Bring it on over. We are going to spread some joy. Shake it up. We've been doing really well spreading joy. I think you have been really helping out your families as you spread that joy and make everyone feel really good. Let's see how we're going to spread the joy today. Ooh, it's one of my favorites. This one says, read to someone. Read to someone. What better thing to do? You have a whole weekend where you probably don't even have to do any more schoolwork. You might have some time where you're tired, you've been playing outside, you just need to take a break. Come on in, gather some people around, have story time like I just did, right? You can be the reader. That's a fun thing. And that's a really nice way to spread joy because you're spending time with people that you care about. That's the best way to spread joy. All right, I hope you make some really amazing butterflies and show me in the comments. I do have one more thing to tell you before we go. Some of my videos are no longer on Facebook. Well, sometimes these things happen. So I am in the process of putting them in a YouTube playlist so that you can go directly to them. So if there are any stories or activities or adventures that you really liked and you want to see them again, you'll have a place to see them. If you are not caught up and you want to be able to go to see the ones that you missed, that's also another reason why I'm doing this. So I'm going to put the link on our Facebook page and on my Facebook page. And all you have to do is click it. They're not all there yet. If you've ever uploaded anything, you know it takes a long time. So in the process throughout the weekend, by the time we get to Monday, they will all be back up and on that channel. All you're going to have to do is click on that link. All right? They're all going to be up under the playlist on that YouTube channel. So keep a lookout for that. Until Monday, be safe, be kind, be responsible, St. Peter's. You got this. Go spread some joy.